What's up, guys? So today, is to be the day where I made the video that I was talking about. Um, there's just gonna be basically an official intro for this. It's just gonna be me saying my little thing that I did at the beginning, and then we're gonna talk about this. Oh wait, I gained like two, four. I'm sorry, 4 subscribers when I was gone. I cleaned my whole room the whole day, and I get 4 subscribers. And okay, yeah. We'll leave that at there. But yeah, so if you want to help a girl out, all you guys to do is just possibly just subscribe. You don't have to watch all my videos. You don't have to like. Just please subscribe and help a girl out. It's really beneficial, basically, for me. And we're just gonna introduce people since you already know them. You already know, but I just want to let you guys see the pictures. So this is dabi. This is Shinso. This is aizawa. Okay, look, you'll understand. He's he's in Hooter clothes. I wanted to use this photo for so long, and now that I get to use it, I'm happy. Kiri, Dinky, Dinky being hot. I'm sorry, but and then Sarah. If Sarah actually had an undercut, though, I might actually simp for him. Just saying. But yeah, let's get straight on into the video. It was just a normal day. Well, it was kind of gloomy because it was slightly raining, but you was walking back home from work. You had not noticed that somebody was following you, and you knew that the League of Villains had been attacking UA quite a lot recently. This obviously made you worry a lot, but also you didn't put any mind to it. You actually live quite far from UA, so you kind of just didn't bother with it. It was until a hand was around your neck. Move one more inch and you're dead. A guy said behind you. You wanted to see who it was, but you didn't. Now, you knew what some of the villains looked like Toga. She was very high pitched voice, had blonde hair, but that's all you know about her. Shigaraki, he had blue hair and very crusty skin, so you knew it wasn't him. But there was one more guy. Now, you found him kind of attractive, but you knew if you dated a villain, that would be the wrongest thing in this whole entire world. He had scars all over his body, purple scars, basically just flesh. You looked down at the hand, seeing the purple scars on his arm. That's how you knew exactly who it was. Dabi? He said under your breath. Ah, so you know me, he said. I'm gonna have to take you to the League of Villains, since you know me, he said. Dang it, he said under your breath. If you hadn't knew who he was, you would have been able just to go on with your life. But no, your stupid ass knew him. Time skip to the League of Villains. Dabi, why you bring this person? Shiraki said. I was walking on the street. I was going to rob somebody, and she knew me. So if I let her go, she was obviously going to tell cops. Dabi said. Oh, what's her name? Toga came running up to you, expecting you. I, you said, mumbling under your breath. Of course, you wasn't going to talk to villains, but when you had manners, let's just say that. And when anybody asked for your name, you would tell them your name. But this was a different situation, and you were just not comfortable with that. Go on, tell them your name. It looked like he knew you, but you wasn't for sure. My name is Listener, you said. Twice. Show her to her room, Dobby said. She has a room here? Sick! I mean, no. I'm not putting her anywhere in this base. So I said, basically being bipolar. Twice. Do it, Debbie said. Right on, sir, he said. He showed you to a room that was pretty nice for a base. It was just basically if it was in a modern house. It had black, gray, and white. That's it. You sat on the bed. Now, here's the thing. You didn't have any family. Not one bit of family. And so you couldn't call anybody. And you was kind of a loner, so you didn't have any friends. There was only 3 contacts in your number. There was one who was the only friend you have, which is your best friend, but she moved recently all the way to America. Then you have a sibling that you have who was also in America. And then you just got this random guy's number who used to be your ex, but he lives somewhere else now and you don't even know where he is. And you know you couldn't call anybody, so you just played on your phone. You had your charger with you. You had your charger, your phone. You had this tablet that you carry everywhere with you when you want to draw. That was fully charged, luckily. You had that charger, and that was it. You had a few other things like makeup and just a notepad, but that was it. After an hour, you decided maybe I should plug up my phone since it was on 15%. So you plugged it up. Going to get your tablet, you started drawing. You didn't know what to draw. You knew the dude behind you, so you could possibly draw him. It was just you didn't know all his facial features. You know he had a scar. You knew he had his scars going from the corners of his mouth all the way up to his ears with staples. Staples going down his chin, all the way down his jaw to his chin. He had scars under his eyes, and he had blue eyes and black hair. That was it. You didn't know his face shape. You didn't know really anything. So you went to see if there was any pictures on the internet of him. I mean, yeah, he's a guy, he's a villain, he's a bad guy. But hey, that doesn't mean you can't draw him. This man can even help anybody. Who knows? So you looked up on the internet and you saw 2 pictures. It looks like the cops didn't have a lot of pictures of him or just people in general, but there was one picture that got a good picture of him. It showed him fully clothed and it showed him his all facial features and it was perfect. So you started drawing. 1 hour later, you had basically just finished a sketch. Yes, an hour to finish a sketch. Well, you had to make sure for the design you was doing that it was perfect. Then you started drawing the actual thing, and about 3 hours later of being locked up in a room, you finally finished the picture. The picture that's on the screen now is what you drew. It was pretty decent. Now, you haven't drawn better than this in a while, so, this was probably something that you actually could take time to do. You was about to turn off your tablet when all of a sudden you heard a voice behind you. What are you doing? You look up to see Dabi. Nothing, you said, turning off the tablet and putting it behind you. What did you just do? It better not. I didn't do anything wrong, you said. I didn't do anything. I just drew something. That's it, you said. Then let me see what you drew. You knew it was just making sure that he didn't get in trouble or anything, and you knew you had to show him. So you got the tablet and showed it to him. Basically, now getting under the covers to hide your red face. You heard him chuckle. This is a pretty good drawing. Probably the best I've ever seen of me, he said. Wait, other people have drawn you? You said. Toga has, with blood, which was horrible. You slightly chuckled at this. And then there was twice he was being stupid trying to draw it with icing and macaroni. Don't ask why. It's just that, he said. Why would he draw it out of icing and macaroni? You said under your breath. Again, like I said, I don't know. Also, how did you know my quirk? He said. I just know it. And honestly, you look like the type of guy that'll have blue fire, so, you said. You could see he wanted to say something because his mouth kept opening and closing, but he wasn't saying anything. Is there something you want to say? He said, looking up at him. Um, I wanted to ask if you could, send this to me, he said. Sure, I just need your number so I can send it, he said. That's when it finally hit you. Wait, did Dobby, like the villain Dobby, just ask you to send him a drawing of him? What? Okay. He quickly gave you his number and you sent it to him. He went out the room after that. You could see there was something red on his face. You didn't know if it was just you being delusional or that actually being there. So you just left it be. After a while, you had continued drawing. You tried to draw landscapes and all that, but you couldn't get the way Dobby just acted. He wanted a drawing of him on the person he kidnapped. That was unexpected, you said under your breath. What was unexpected? A voice said. Jeez, you guys have to stop scaring me, he said. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, I got a question for you, the other said. Go ahead, shoot it, he said to while continuing to draw. Well, Dobby came out of your room earlier, and he had red all over his cheeks. Like blushing. Very blushing. I wanted to ask you, what did you do? She said, sitting on your bed. I just gave him a picture that I drew of him. I was doing it in my free time, you said, cutting off your tablet and plugging it up. Well, let's just say I think he likes you, she said, jumping up and down the bed a little bit. Like me? You're not being serious, he said. I'm being completely serious. I think he likes you. I mean, if you don't like him, that's okay. You just might be one a little bit careful of your health, she said. Okay, wait. Okay, can you close that door real quick? He said. Sure. She goes up and closes the door and sits back down on the bed. Okay. Now, I don't trust you guys a lot, but since I'm probably going to be stuck here for a long, long time, I might as well just tell you now. I've had a crush on Dabi ever since I first found out about him. You sat on your breath, making sure that she was the only one that could hear. You what? Oh, I have a new ship. Wait, you're already shipping me and Dobby? You said. Yes. I had actually started shipping you as soon as you got here, and his hand was around your neck. But now that I know the two of you like each other, I think my ship is gonna sail perfectly. She said, getting up. Wait, Toga, you said. Yeah, she said, turning around. Who else do you ship? Oh, I ship Shigaraki with chapstick. I ship twice with food. Um, yeah, I don't ship anything else, she said, and she went out the door. You were about to laugh so hard, but you knew you had to keep it in. But you couldn't. And you started laughing like crazy. What the hell are you laughing about? Gabby said, coming into your room. Um, Toga. Toga came in here and told me she shipped Shigaraki with chapstick and twice with food. You said, trying to contain your laughter. You could see that Dobby was smiling because he was trying to hold back his laugh. This is where you seen how hot he was smiling. You said under your breath. Is something wrong? Yes. Um, no, not at all. You said. Well, oh, okay. And he laughed. Why do I have to find this man attractive? You said. Oh, so you do find me attractive? He said. What the fuck? You said. Who just cussed? He heard from outside. Nobody, Debbie yelled. You have to watch how much you cuss. Because if Corey girl hears you, you're fucking doomed. Bobby said, scared. You scared of that purple mess guy? He said. Yeah, just know that you have to be careful. He said with wide eyes. Okay, we're not gonna talk about earlier, right? He said. Oh no, we're definitely talking about it. He said, closing your door and sitting on your bed. So long have you found me attractive? He said. Um, you knew your face was probably bloodshot red now. Maybe ever since I first found out about you said, looking away. Oh, really? And, let's just say, what if I found you attractive? How would you feel? He said. You could see there's a little bit of red on his cheeks. Um, I don't know. Wait, do, do you find me attractive? He said. He gets up and walks over to you, pulling up, making you face him with his hand, pulling you up by the chin. I find you hella attractive, he said. All of a sudden, he kisses you. Now, that was out of the blue. You have been friends with Shinso for about your whole life, ever since you was little. No, ever since you took the UA exams. You have started developing a little bit of a, how do I say this, crush on Shinzo. Now, yes, he is a person who is tired all the time and literally don't give a fuck about anything. But then again, he's, you know, and you have always talked to him, and it used to be normal. But now it gets to the point where if we bring up a topic like boys or something like that to anybody, honestly, you start blushing because the instant person you think about is Shinzo. You want to confess it, let's be honest, you did, but you didn't know how. You didn't know if you was going to be able to go up to him and say, "Hey, I like you," and then run away, or you was going to gradually go into it. You don't know what was going to go on. And you knew Shinzo was catching on because he would tease you all the time. He used to never tease you. Now he gets to the point where the teasing is so much you blush like crazy. He'll sometimes like nibble on your ear or just whisper things in your ears that makes you red hot. You didn't know what to do. I mean, you didn't know what to do. And you thought that today was going to be a normal day. You thought it was going to be, just casual, going to school, going back to the dorms, you know? You hadn't made it into the hero course. Neither did Shinzo. You was actually quite happy because now you get to be with Shinzo all the time. If you wasn't already. Now, you had classes and you went back to your dorm and you had a knock on your door. Assuming that it was your friend, Shinzo. It wasn't. Who is it? You asked. It's, you could hear her trying to come up with a name. Just come in. You know exactly who it was. Hey, your orange-headed friend said. What do you need? He said. Well, I want to help you get with Shinzo. And no, he said. What do you mean, no? Don't you have a crush on him? I do have a crush on him, but I don't think I'm ready to confess just yet, he said. Oh, well, that's fine. Well, Shinzo's outside waiting for you, so... He's what? You said, yelling. Okay, maybe I had already planned it out a little bit. I'm sorry, bye, she said, running away. Oh, come on. So you do like me, he said at your doorframe. Hey, Shinzo, he said. Are you going to answer the question? He said, smirking. I don't know if I want to answer that question, he said, blushing, looking away. Hey, it's okay. I mean, we've been friends all our lives. So honestly, if we started dating, it wouldn't be no difference, he said. What about your dad? We said, looking at him. What about my dad? Aizawa, Mr. Aizawa, Class 1A's teacher, he said. Yeah, what about him? He said. How do you think he's gonna react? He said. I mean, he's probably gonna be fine with it. I don't know, he said. Oh gosh, Shinzo, he said, looking down. What? You're delusional. Hey, I am not delusional. You're the delusional one here, he said, sitting down in your bed. How am I delusional? Well, for one, you like me, and you didn't tell me. And two, I've also known you've liked me ever since the grade exams, he said. You were shocked. He found out as soon as you liked him that you found out you liked him? And how did you find that out? You said, feeling a little bit of confidence. Oh, I don't know, the way you blushed every time I teased you, the way you would act around me, or whenever somebody asked if you had a crush and I was around, he said. How's your cat doing? You said, trying to get off the subject. He's doing. We're not changing the subject here, he said. He laughed a little. You couldn't just forget about trying to change the subject, he said, looking at you. Okay, okay. But honestly, how is your cat doing? He said. He's doing fine. With basically neither of me or my father at home and only my other father, it's kind of weird, he said. I feel sorry for your cat, he said, all of a sudden. Why do you feel sorry for him? Shinzo looked at you. Well, I mean, present Mike and his loudness and yeah. Oh, yeah. Sometimes my cat runs away from home and comes here and stays with me. Aizawa asked Principal Ned's permission for it, and he said yes. So soon my cat will be officially living with me and my dad. Shinzo said. Is it because your dad yells so much? Yep, he said, cutting you off. Let's let's go back on the other subject, he said. But so you okay, let me get this straight. You like me, and I like you, he said. Wait, you like me? He said. If we're about to get into math, I'm not gonna be able to do it. He said, looking at him. He laughs. No, we're not getting into math. It's basically common sense, I think. That doesn't make common sense, you said. Well, Loki does. Because again, you like me, I like you. It's common sense, he said. Okay, he said, about to laugh. So, do you want to be my girlfriend? He said, smirking, looking at you. That question caught you off guard. Wait, what did you just ask me? You said. I asked if you wanted to be my girlfriend, he said, smiling. And you could tell this was a genuine smile. This wasn't one of those like, oh, this is just a playful manner and this is just probably gonna last for a week and then we're gonna just go back to best friend smile. It was genuine, like a happy smile that he actually wants to date you. I mean, yet you got cut off. Shinzo kissed you. Right there, right then. It was shocking, being honest. Let's just say it caught you off guard much. Yeah, it caught you off guard. Again, you're welcome. Now, let's just say you're a teacher at UA. You are. You were class 1B's teacher. We're gonna act like that king doesn't exist. He's just not a teacher. And so, you kind of just teach. You knew class 1A was a hectic class, but class 1B is a little less, but still more hectic. Um, they kind of just crazy. That's the only word you have to describe him. Crazy. You don't know what to do. You don't. It was hectic. It was crazy. It was, you don't know. Just crazy. And you thought you might go crazy. But you learned to handle them, knowing that you threatened them to make them train with Class 1A for a day. That made them shut up. So one day, Class 1B was acting hectic. Monoman trying to manipulate everybody, trying to get their quirks, and just a big fist right in the wall, basically clinging onto somebody. Yeah, that was what's going on now. Okay, if you guys don't stop, I'm making you train with Class 1A, you said. Everyone paused. They looked at you like you was crazy. Then one of them started laughing. You really think you can threaten us with Class 1A? Look, yeah, they may fight villains, but let's be honest. They can't do anything with us, one of them said. A lot of the class agreed. You don't be quiet. You're about to get us into something we might not want to do, one of the students said. Yeah, one of the other students said. Oh, come on. Maybe we can battle them today. I mean, they won't beat us. I mean, we beat them sometimes, one of them said, losing a little bit of his confidence. Fine. If you guys don't believe me, why don't we go to Class 1A now? He said. You and Mr. Aizawa was considerably best friends. You guys basically had a bond that could not be broken. Aizawa was always there for you, and you was always there for Aizawa. You walked over to Class 1A. He knocked on the door. Mr. Aizawa opened the door. Is there something you need, listener? Aizawa said. I wanted to see if your class wanted to train with my class today, since they want to be a little hectic, he said, smirking. He smirked. Sure, I mean, I guess it will help them, he said. He went on with his class and you went on with yours. Plus, I want you guys to get in your training costumes. You guys are about to train with Class 1A, he said. What? One of them said. I didn't I didn't think he was actually gonna do it, he said, walking up to you. Really? He was about a good 3 inches taller than him. And why is that? He said, looking down at him a little. Because it's Class 1A, for God's sakes. They're maniacs, he said. Oh, really? You said they had nothing on you later, a little earlier, you said, smirking. Class 1A will be ready in a minute or two. Mr. Aizawa popped out of the room and popped right back out. You guys better hurry up if you want to, not get your ass beaten, you said. They quickly ran to put on their training costumes. Time skip to during training. Okay, so we're gonna partner you up. There's gonna be one Class B student and Class 1A student battling each other. You guys will take turns. Principal Nezu is with us to see how much you guys have improved, Mr. Aizawa said. You knew a lot of them were, gonna have their expectations up now because Principal Nezu was here. And the person who fails, the class who fails, has extra work, he said. Mr. Aizawa looked at you smirking. I think we can give them that an extra punishment, he said. And why is that? He said. Oh, I think there can be, possible detention, he said, looking at Principal Nezu. I think that will work splendidly, Principal Nezu said. Now, both classes were shocked. Huh, they really think we're gonna lose, Bakugo said. Bakugo, stand down, Aizawa said. You could hear Bakugo mumbling, but he backed up. Um, Mr. Aizawa? Midoriya asked. What is it, Midoriya? He said. Um, why is this happening? This wasn't, in the plans today, he said, getting caught up by Ida. Yeah, wouldn't we get informed with it earlier? Ida said, doing the word hand motions. Well, you would have, but this came a little bit unexpectedly, he said, answering their questions. And also, this goes for both classes. And if one of you makes one floss move, that might even be an extra punishment, he said, looking at Mr. Aizawa. I think so, he said. Oh, God, this is not what I planned, Monoma said. Oh, yeah, Monoma, since you basically made this happen, you won't only get detention and, extra class work if you lose. You will possibly have expelled or, just an extra class to go to while everybody else is having fun, which I always said. What? No fair, he said under his breath. You started it, he said. The whole class had now been paired up. There's just like two of them. Midoriya with Monoma, which Bakugo wanted to fight Monoma, but, that's fine. Bakugo was, I think his name was Sukusuka. You don't know your class name. And there's just more. Don't get mad at me. I don't know Class 1B's name, okay? Okay. You guys each have your separate training pod. You guys will train there. Whoever is KO'd, knocked out, tied up, or surrenders is out. That means they lose. And since there's 20 students in each class, whoever has the most points win. The more you lose in your points, you said, explaining. Would expect you to try your best. That's what as you said. You guys can go on, as I said, walking away. Aizawa, wait for me, he said, walking with him. The classes had started battling. Now, you had a meter where it showed who wins and loses and all that. Once one of the matches were done, the team would go back. After the team goes back, the score would be recorded. Once you saw every single student back in the training area, you clapped. Okay, how about we see the points? You could see Class 1B scared to death. Now, none of them knew what their score was. Like, none of them. Some of them knew they had lost at least a point. But, Class 1A, 18 points. Class 1B, 2 points, you said. I guess my class is sadly gonna have detention, extra work, and Monoma having an extra class, you said. A lot of the students hit Monoma upside the head. Oh, come on, it wasn't my fault. It was. he said, walking off. It was the end of the day anyway, so. Did Mortimer actually start that? As I was came up to you smiling. Well, he did. Essentially, the class was acting crazy, and I threatened, hey, if you guys don't shut up, I'm gonna make you fight class 1A. You know, they, would usually chill and they would sit down, and they did. But Mortimer got a little confident, he said. How confident? He looked at you. Super confident. He said that class 1A had nothing on them. And for what I know, Mortimer was the one who lost. I'm surprised Midoriya only had one broken bone, he said. Wait, no, change that fact. I'm not surprised, he said. Aizawa laughed. I'm surprised he only had one broken bone, honestly. He usually has, like, his whole arms and hands and legs broken. But, there again, um, one of them couldn't copy his quirk, he said. Why? Oh, just, he just couldn't. From the way it looked, he kept trying to copy the quirk, but it wouldn't work. And I'm being honest, if he did copy the quirk, his bones would have probably been broken. Yeah, incorrect. So I guess it was a good move? You said looking at him. Yep. Oh, so I have a question to ask you. He said looking at you. Yeah, what is it? I bought something. No, let me rephrase that. My son bought me something. You mean Shinso? You said. Shinzo. And, let's just say, um, what he bought me is a little suggestive. So I wanted to see if you could, see me in it because I don't know what it is. He said, how do you not know? I don't know, just come with me, he said. You guys went to his house. Hey, listener, what are you doing here? President Mike said. Hey, President Mike, um, Mr. Aizawa, Mr. Aizawa wanted me to see him or something. Well, I mean, I'm a good roommate, and I lived through it, and it's funny. President Mike, President Mike said. President Mike, please just shut up. He said, hey, why are you saying my name like that? He said, we don't use hero names. We use our name. We use our actual names. President Mike said, no, we don't. He said, oh man. So President Mike said under his breath, why did you decide to live with him in the first place? He said, I don't know, don't ask. Time skip to the next room. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to tell you, don't laugh at me, he said, sudden in disbelief. What is it? I swear, if it's something about Hooters, I'm going to laugh my ass off, he said. You heard him sigh. Is it actually Hooters? He said. He opens the bathroom door. He said, laughing out loud. But it's it even has a little fanny pack. Oh, be quiet. He said, turning back in the bathroom. Wait, please, wait, no. What is it? I want to get out of this as soon as possible. Hey, Dad. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go to President Mike. Uh, you're welcome. He said, trying to hold back his laughter. Shinso, you are now my favorite person, he said, looking at him. Are you guys two on a date? Because me and President Mike can leave. And Shinzo started talking. We are not on a date, he said. You guys will be dating soon enough, though. He started walking away. What was that, Shinzo? He said. Nothing. Don't mind him, he said. Why? That was funny. You being in a Hooters outfit is generally funny, he said. Oh, whatever, he said. Um, d- why do you find this generally funny? He said all of a sudden. Because, I mean, anybody who is not a girl in a Hooters outfit is funny, he said. I mean, yeah. Yeah. But, you know, you started blushing yesterday when I said something about us dating. The joke I made, he said. Time skip or flashback to yesterday. You want to know something? He said while you guys was at lunch. What? You guys were in a classroom. Think about this. What if the two of us started dating? How did you think our class would react? He said. I'm being honest, how my son would react. He said. You turned bloodshot red. I think Shinzo, being honest, would be happy for you. And then your class, I don't know, maybe happy for you. You know, on the other hand, maybe saying this isn't professional. And my class wouldn't really give a fuck, he said. I think that's the most accurate you've been all day, he said. Hey, this is the one time I didn't get sleep. Hey, we're twins now, he said. You guys laughed. Oh, yesterday, he said after the flashback. Mm-hmm. You like me, don't you? He said. I don't know what you're talking about, he said. Oh, I think I know. I think you know what I'm talking about, he said. I'm being genuinely honest. I don't know what you're talking about, he said. Okay. So if I kiss you right now, you honestly wouldn't be blushing? Or being honest, you would kiss back, he said. You said I'm mumbling over your words. I guess you got cut off. Mr. Aizawa right then and there kissed you. Class 1A teacher, Mr. Aizawa. Now, okay. Kirishima, you haven't been really of a talkative person. And you barely talk to Kirishima. You've only talked to him when you guys had a project together or something like that. Now, there's a reason why you don't talk to Kirishima. And that's because you have a crush on him. Okay, I know what you're saying. Almost everybody has a crush on him. But hold on. Hold on. He's he's different, okay? When he talks to you, it sounds like he's being actually happy, not just doing it because he wants to be friendly with you. It actually sounds like he's generally happy. But let's say he has somebody else for the project. Like one time you had a project and you wasn't partnered up with them. You were sitting beside, you had Mina as your partner, and Kirishima had Bakugo as his partner. Seeing as him and Bakugo are basically the only ones who get along, you and Mina was talking, and you was listening to her, but you was also listening to Kirishima. You could hear in his voice that it was just, I don't know, him being, trying to be happy. It sounded like he wanted to be someone else at the moment. You didn't know where, you just knew it wasn't, there. You wanted to get know the Kirishima. You did. You was only friends with Mina, and you knew Mina knew your little crush. That was the scary part. Her being in the Baku squad and everything, she could instantly spill everything to Kirishima about you having a crush. One day Mina came to your door. Oh, oh, hey Mina, what's wrong? You said about her just barging into your room. I'm gonna get you and Kirishima together, she said, basically dragging you. Whoa, 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 you said, slowing her down. Where is this coming from? You said. Oh, this is coming from nowhere. I'm just making sure that you and Kiri are together, she said. But, what? You said. Look, you might not believe me, but I recently found out he has a crush on you. And he was a little disappointed that he doesn't really talk to you much and that you don't really talk to him. So, I'm gonna help you out. That means I'm helping the girl, she said, being happy. You know I don't believe you. Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning. She said to continue to drag you. Where are we even going? You said, stopping her again. We're going to hang out with the Baki squad, you said. But you are going to be insanely close to Kirishima, he said, dragging you. Okay, one more question, you said. Okay, hurry up. We have to go. They're waiting. And you know Bakugo is, and I know. But again, why are you doing this? I mean, I don't really want to talk, and I don't really feel comfortable, he said. Look, I'm gonna be there, okay? And with me being there, you'll feel totally fine. I'll make sure that none of them idiots say anything bad about you. And also, I don't want to be the only girl, he said. Oh, okay, fine, he said. We're here, guys, Mina said. Oh, hey, listener, Kirishima said, looking a little bit more happy than he did yesterday. Hey, Kirishima. Hey, there's another girl here, Denki said. Yeah, maybe we can get with her, Sarah said. Sarah got hit upside the head. I don't think that listener would want to get with you guys, Bakugo said. Wow, Bakugo's being calm, he said about to tease him. You better not say any shit, you nerd, he said. Whoa, I wasn't gonna say anything. You totally was gonna say something. Let's get going before the place closes, he said. Everybody started walking. What place are we even going to? You asked Marina. Oh, we're going to this place where there's like so many cool gadgets and things. I don't know. Dinky told us about it, but I think Dinky was lying. He's going to take us to some weird place, he said. Mina said. What? You said, looking at Dinky. It's not no weird place, okay? It's not. Look, it's this cool place that I found. It's really sick. You just trust me, he said. Okay. Time skip to where you was at the gadget place. You saw so many little cool gadgets that you didn't even know was invented. Little robots and new computers and the new computers that you didn't know was anywhere. This is sick, he said. Tell me about it, Kirsten said, coming up behind you. I called this. I'll get at the computers first, you said, running to the computers. Hey, don't fair, Kirsten said, running after you. I think they're gonna make a good couple, you heard Mina whisper to Dinky. Yup, he said back. I think I like this computer, but I don't have enough money for it. And yeah, you start looking at it. I mean, I can buy it for you, Kirishima said. Or I can, Ding said all the way from the tablets. Shut up, Dinky, he said. Sorry, man, no need to be rude, he said, looking back at the tablets. You hear me, they giggling. Then you saw Bakugo being proud of Kiri finally yelling at Dinky. Okay, so do you want it or not? Kirishima said, looking at you, smiling. I want it, he said. Then I'm getting it for you, he said. He paid the guy. You really didn't have to do this, he said. It's my honor, he said. And honestly, even though I don't talk to you a lot, I consider you the best friend. I consider you more of a friend than the Baku Squad, to be honest, he said. He had instantly shut out knowing what he just said. You do? He said, smiling. Yeah, it's kind of just, I don't know, he said. You grabbed the computer and waited for everybody else. Look, I got a new tablet, he said. Don't you already have, like, two of those? He said. I mean, yeah, but those two are slow, and this one is not going to have any of the apps I have on them. These are going to have all the apps that I want that I couldn't get on those, he said, being happy. Yeah, okay. What did you get, Minya? I got the newest phone. I wanted it yesterday and I couldn't get it, but now that I got it, I'm so happy. She said, getting really jittery. Did Sarah get anything? Mina said. I got this watch. This Apple Watch, he said. Where did you guys get all the money from? He said. Everybody looked away. Where did you guys get the money from? He asked Kiri. We might have stolen it from Bakugo, he said, whispering to you. And Momo gave us the other half of the money we had, he said. What was that shitty hair? He said. Let's go, he said, running. I'm just gonna walk. I'm not the one in trouble, he said. Yeah, I am neither. It was the boy's idea, not mine, he said. Mina said. Okay. Now all three boys were running, and Bakugo was running after the three boys. You guys had finally got to the dorms, the three boys panting, and Bakugo ready to kill them. You and Mina having to hold him back. Okay, Bakugo, please, chill, please, Bakugo said, Kirishima said, pleading. But yeah, man, we're sorry. Momo gave us half of it, so not all of it's yours. We'll pay you back, being honest, Nikki said. You're lucky we're at the dorms, he said. I'm not having a whole nother house arrest, he said. Um, can I talk to you, listener? Kirishima said. Sure, he said. We're gonna leave you guys, Dinky said. Come on, Sero. Come on, Mina, he said, running. Wait up, Mina said. Yeah, we can't run anymore. I mean, Mina didn't even run. Oh, come on, he said, going after Dinky. So, what did you want to talk about? He said. Um, I'm probably gonna say this quick, and I'm sorry, but I really like you, and I didn't know how to tell you, and I wanted help from the Baku squad, and that's why we went to the place, and that's why we got Baku money and Mina's money. Baku actually already knew that we had the money, and Momo did too. We just wanted to, I don't know. He started looking away. Kiri, I like you too, he said, looking at him. You do? Even though we don't talk or anything, he said. Yeah, I mean, I've liked you a lot. That's the reason why I really didn't talk to you, because I was nervous of how you would think of me and stuff, he said. Hey, I think everybody's a friend, besides you now, because I want you to be my girlfriend, he said, being happy. You want me, like, quite shy me to be your girlfriend? He said, looking at him. Of course. Why nobody else? He said. You was happy and you couldn't stop yourself and kiss him. Denki was the type of person who is very active, very funny, very, I don't know, just very him. And, you were very good friends with him. And the whole book is going to be honest. But particularly him. You guys hang out more than the Baka Squad. When I mean you guys hang out more, I mean you guys hang out more. Whenever he's with the Baka Squad, you're with the Baka Squad. But a lot of times you guys hang out longer. Like sometimes you even have sleepovers at his dorm, even though you're not supposed to. So one night he was having a sleepover at his dorm. Listener, what do you want to do tonight? He said, looking at the ceiling. I don't know. Usually we watch movies and play games. What do you want to do this time? He said. I don't know. We could play a new game I got yesterday, he said. I haven't played it, so he said, doing weird hand gestures. Okay, he said, laughing at him. You guys started playing the game. The game was a weird particular game. It was like a role playing game, but also a fighting game. But there was a romance entrance where a girl and a guy is kissing. And that girl and guy is your main character and the other main character, which is, of course, the other player. Essentially, the game is a two-player game, and it must be a two-player game. By basically, well, okay, let me explain this right. It is a two-player game, but it's also a one-player game. It can be a, NPC, but you're always with that person. Essentially, you was the girl and he was the guy. Now, you didn't know what was going on at first, but essentially, after the little encounter, the way the screen is, it's split, so you're looking at both point of views, and the way it happened, the two people kissed. You was shocked, but Dinky wasn't. You knew he wasn't going to be because he bought the game. He looked at the game and he bought it. And you heard him say, because he said this pretty loud and clear, I wish that was us. Why do you wish that was us? He said, looking at him, be wild. Um, I don't know. Maybe because I like you, he said, being straightforward. Is this Dingy Kaminari confessing to me? I thought you liked Jaro or something, he said. I mean, you liked him, let's be honest. You liked him. But you didn't know he was actually liking you. I mean, I did like Jaro at first. Then I stopped liking her and I liked Shinso. Then I stopped liking Shinso and I liked you, he said. Wait, you're bisexual? You said. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that, he said. Yeah, you did, he said. That's besides the point. Um, I like you. Please be my girlfriend, he said. You're an idiot sometimes, you know that? He said. I know, and I take pride in that, he said. Of course I'd be your girlfriend, you idiot, he said. After that, you basically just snuggled playing the game. Like, just, playing the game a whole lot. And yeah. Eventually, he said to sit up a little bit. You sat up and he looked at you. I want to do something. Don't get mad at me, he said. Why would I get mad at He cut you off. By a kiss. That's what he wanted to do. Oh, Sero, he called. Oh no, he said. Hey, I'm not that bad, he said, playfully hitting his shoulder. You and Sero have been best friends ever since you can remember. You guys have been always with each other through thick and thin. Even when he's going through his most depressive state, he's with you. And you're with him. I mean, sometimes you stole my stuff yesterday, he said, looking at you. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. You're so mad at me, aren't you? He said, yeah, I am. But anyways, what do you want to do today? He said. I don't know. This is the one day I don't know what I want to do with you, he said. He actually knew what he wanted to do with you. He just couldn't do it just yet. Actually, wait. I know what I want to do, he said. What? He said. I want to take you on a date, he said proudly. You want to take me on a date? He said, blushing a little. Yeah. So, come on, he said, grabbing your hand. Wait, where are we even going? He said. We're going to that place we usually go to. Or basically where we first met, he said. You mean where you can see the sun perfectly when it rises and sets? He said. Yup, that place. Actually, I already had this all planned out. I just wanted to make you curious, he said. Oh, come on, you can't do this to me, he said, dragging you. You said dragging him. Oh, God. You said him dragging you. Yes, I time skip to the place. When you got there, there was a bunch of food on a picnic bus, picnic blanket. There was a bunch of food on a picnic blanket, and yeah, this is beautiful, he said, because the sun was setting and it was the food and it was perfect. Well, come on, what are we waiting for? He said, dragging you. Okay, chill. You guys made small talk here and there, just something small. And you guys were honestly having fun. Now, you guys had, you know, continued on and went on dates occasionally. This doesn't mean you guys were dating. You guys just went on dates. They wasn't hangouts, they were dates. Sometimes you guys would, you know, go to his room and just cuddle. Sometimes you guys would just hang out and eat in the common room and just in the middle of the night. He kept looking like he wanted to do something, but he just wasn't doing it. So tonight you encountered that. Is there something you want to do and you're just not telling me? You said. What do you mean? He said. I mean, you've been looking for the past few days like you wanted to do something, you're just not doing it. He said. Oh, if I wanted to do something, I would have done it. He said, looking a little weird. Come on, you want to do something. I just don't know what it is. He said. Um, he said, flickering, his eyes flickering to your lips and back up to you. Um, he said under his breath. Hey, he said, stopping him for his foul language. I'm sorry, okay, but okay. I've been taking you out on these dates because I really like you and I wanted to, kiss you, and I really don't have the courage. He said, looking at you. Well, why are you holding back? He said, smirking. All of a sudden, he kisses you. I guess that was his release point, I guess you could say. Because that kiss was the most memorable kiss you ever had. Okay, so that's like the end of the video. God, this video was crappy. Especially Sero's. Oh my god. Um, I want to say this would be my worst video, but I've made worse. This is my. Hold on. If I'm being correct, this should be my second or third longest video. Making these like hour-long videos are fun, especially when they're on the computer, because usually these are made on a phone. But ever since I've stopped recording on my phone, which since I got a new phone would be difficult, um, you know, I started recording on the computer more. It's way easier, and yeah. So I'm just gonna say, when I first started recording the intro to this video, um, um, it was like at 12 in the morning, and so, well, it wasn't 12 in the morning, my bad. It's 12 in the afternoon. It was 12 in the afternoon, and I had kind of just, I don't know, didn't record from there, and so then I had to clean my room, which was an absolute disaster. Oh my god. Now that I can finally talk about it, now that my room's clean, I feel comfortable. So, my room was a complete disaster. Things were everywhere on the floor. I couldn't really walk in my room, being honest. And so, now I can walk around my room and have fun. And, so, yeah. And so, I didn't close out my computer. I just, like, made it go to sleep. Me doing that was my mistake. Because I couldn't record. I had to re-record the intro, which the intro was shorter. And so yeah. Um Again, I'm sorry for the crappiness of this video and the laziness in it at the end. I wanted to make every character like a certain length of, So yeah. We're just gonna leave it at there. But again, if you wanna help a girl out, go subscribe and it would really help a girl out. Um, Thank you for 640. If you guys remember, I was at 638. You guys are crazy. Point blank, period. If you guys go to my TikTok or my Instagram or any place, please, you know, tell me on Instagram or TikTok that you're from here. And, so I have these bracelets. I have two of them, and I wanted a friend. So once I get back to being social and I have a best friend, I'm gonna give them one of the bracelets, and we're gonna have bracelets basically. And that gave me an idea. I want you guys to like this video if you guys think I should make a like a not a fanfic, but a video called friendship bracelets, where it's you and a character with friendship bracelets. Honestly, I would do any character, even if it's Bakugo. He probably wouldn't agree, but you know, a girl can dream. So, yeah. Also on Instagram, I'm gonna start giving you guys like hints and sneak peeks of future videos. So go to my Instagram and you guys will see. I'll start doing that now because I didn't used to do that, but now. So, yeah. I'm gonna say this one more time. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. Um, I got an idea. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll have this at the beginning the beginning and the end of every video I make. Um, you know, I'll just we'll make a special video. I don't know if it's gonna be an hour long video. Actually, I know the friendship bracelet video. I'm gonna make that video at 1,000 subscribers. There you go. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, this is the video that I promised I'll make, and I made it, and I'm proud of myself because I've actually did something I said I was gonna do for once. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, or wherever you are, and peace.